Hiya, this is Mr. Dring from Fulford School. This video is for iMedia students. So first of all, I hope you had a really good break over Easter, and a reminder that any of the challenges or work that I set for remote working are optional. If you're feeling stressed out, if you're ill or someone else in your family is ill, or you don't have access to the right kind of devices or software, do not worry about it. You're not going to get in trouble or fall behind. But if you fancy a challenge, it's great to see the stuff that you work through. So last week's challenge was to download and try out Blender, some free 3D modeling and animation software, and to follow some tutorials to see what you can create. This was sent in by Zach, so well done, Zach. This is amazing. Really good to see the animations that you're creating. So Zach, along with a couple of other people, have asked for some support in how to go from Blender, your animation in Blender, into a video file that you can then use as an intro sequence on YouTube or just share with your friends and family, that type of thing. So if you want to do that in Blender, go to the scene settings. It's the one that looks like a printer, and change the output file format from a PNG. PNG is great for one single static image. You want to have FFmpeg video, and then change the encoding from whatever it is. For me, it defaults to Matroska to MP4, MPEG-4. And that will mean it's a file that will support video rather than just a single static image. The rest of the settings should be fine. To render, normally you press F12, but that will just do one single static image. And you can see how long it takes my computer, your computer might be faster or slower than mine, to just do one frame. This animation that Zach sent through is 240 frames long, so it's going to take a long time to render this animation. So my advice is always save your Blender file, Control S, in case it crashes halfway through, and you can just quickly start it over again. Okay, so a couple of tips before you get the whole thing going. I would recommend starting off with a small low quality version, so like 10% or even like 20% or something like that of the normal screen resolution. So I've got the resolution of this animation set to full HD, 1920 by 1080, but if you change the percentage here, 100 will be actually that resolution, 10 will just be 192 by 108 pixels, so it's going to render much more quickly. So that's great for doing a test run. And then also for your test run, you probably just want to have a small number of frames. So this is now going to go from frame 1 to frame 10. So that you can see if it's going to work. Control F12 or render animation. I don't think this works in screen recording, but it's done all of those 10 frames. The output folder defaults to TMP, a temp folder on the C drive. You can change that if you want to. Oops, C:/TMP. And then you can see frame 1 to frame 10. Hopefully it's going to be low quality, but if it works, if something moves, then you're ready to try something a bit higher quality. So let's set that to 100. Let's set the start frame to 1, the end frame back to 240. Save your Blender file, and then probably last thing before you go to bed, set it rendering, and then hopefully in the morning you'll have your beautifully rendered intro scene. So if there's something that you want to learn how to do, YouTube is your best bet. There's loads of amazing high quality videos out there. If there's something you can't find a tutorial for, I probably don't know the answer either, but I'd love to try and find out and share a video for you if I get time. So do email in any requests if there's something you're not quite sure how to do. So well done for all of your hard work. Look after yourselves, and I look forward to seeing what you're able to send through in the future. Thank you very much. Bye bye.